CBS News Chicago is investigating how this could happen. A prestigious cheerleading team from Kankakee sleeping on the floor of a school. They got here after a charter bus company took their money and didn't show up to drive them to a championship tournament in Florida.
They turned to our Dorothy Tucker for help, and she discovered troubling details that left these girls stranded.
The Kankakee elite cheer team is great with the moves, but they found themselves moving nowhere despite having this signed contract with a Dolton-based bus company. They paid more than $10,000 by check, Zelle, and cash.
These cheerleaders did a lot of sponsorship, a lot of donations, a lot of fundraising to get to this point. This is not a cheap trip.
Samuel Bus Service was supposed to take these girls to Tampa, Florida, where they hope to cheer their way to victory at a big tournament on Saturday.
Cheering really makes me happy. It keeps me active.
Instead, they wound up sleeping on the floor of this Kankakee middle school when the owner of the bus company claimed the driver had a serious illness.
It was very cold and it was just not fair. And just having to sleep in a school was very, very uncomfortable. And I just couldn't sleep.
Then the excuse involved a broken airline on the bus, a promise of another bus. Oh, and Samuel's other driver supposedly passed away from a major heart attack.
We got scammed. That he took these parents and these cheerleaders' hard-working money.
Samuel Parks even provided phone numbers for that replacement bus that were disconnected. The team begged with Parks via text to help, but he never answered.
I called over 100 times from my number. Another number, our treasurer called over 50, 60 times. Had another person call. He never reached back to us.
But we found Samuel Parks with the same phone number and also based in Dolton is no longer authorized by the U.S. Department of Transportation. His business license in the state of Illinois also no good as of 2023.
I'm very upset right now, very hurt.
Which brings us back to these girls who waited all night for their bus that never showed.
I'm excited about showcasing my talent.
And then the adults jumped into action. They found another bus company to take the girls to Tampa, but the team has to come up with $13,000 in just a few days. So they launched this GoFundMe page. Stranded cheerleaders need your support. They boarded a bus that actually showed up ready for their 17-hour journey. They're hoping to come home champions.
This is about these young women that worked very hard to get to where they're at.
And I really hope we get first place.
And we'll be sure to follow up and let you know how these cheerleaders do down in Florida. The team also plans to report the bus fiasco to authorities. In the newsroom, Dorothy Tucker, CBS News Chicago investigators.
We've learned the bus company lost its Department of Transportation right to operate back in January of this year after its insurance policy was canceled by the insurer. We tried to reach Samuel Parks multiple times, but he ignored our calls as well.